So we find ourselves at an intermezzo when even the music extemporizes, wildly searching for a way forward. And so are we at this hinge point in history, desperately searching for a way forward. Even if it breaks our hearts, even if it changes our lives forever, we have to confront the essential question, what do we love too much to lose? In the spring when our granddaughter was born, I brought her to the pond so she could feel the comfort I had known there for so many years. Killdeer waddled in the mud by the shore, but not so many as before. Ahead of the coming heat, butterflies fed in the mud between the cracks, unrolling their tongues to touch salty soil. I held my granddaughter in my arms and sang to her then, an old lullaby that made her soften like wax in a flame, molding her little body to my bones. She fell asleep in my arms, unafraid. I will tell you, I was so afraid. Poets warned us, writing of the heartbreaking beauty that will remain when there is no heart to break for it. But what if it's worse than that? What if it's the heartbroken children who remain in a world without beauty? How will they find solace in a world without wild music? How will they thrive without green hills edged with oaks? How will they forgive us for letting frog song slip away? It isn't enough to love a child and wish her well. It isn't enough to open my heart to a bird-graced morning. Can I claim to love a child if I don't use all the power of my beating heart to preserve a world that nourishes children's joy? Loving is not a kind of la-di-da. Loving is a sacred trust. To love is to affirm the absolute worth of what you love and to pledge your life to its thriving, to protect it fiercely and faithfully for all time. Ring the Angelus for the salmon and the swallows. Ring the bells for frogs floating in bent reeds. Ring the bells for all of us who did not save the songs. Mother of God, ring the bells for every sacred emptiness. Let them echo in the silence at the end of the day. Forgiveness is too much to ask. I would pray for only this, that our granddaughter would hear again the little lick of music, that grace note toward the end of a meadowlark's song. Meadowlarks. There were meadowlarks. They sang like angels in the morning. Well, what does that matter? Why is it important that there be this planet with these odd little creatures? It could all end tomorrow. So what? Why should we care? We wouldn't know. Would anything of value be lost? You know that the answer, of course, is yes. It matters that 100 years from now, salmon are returning to the streams. Children are kneeling to watch glowworms in the grass. Red-legged frogs are burbling underwater. We're struggling to talk about something of deep sacredness. The creativity of the living world is continuing to unfold, and that unfolding is sacred. Be prepared to wonder at this unfurling. Be prepared also for this, that every extinction, every suffering, every destruction is a diminishment of creativity, and so it is a profanity. Be prepared for anger and for grief. The world is a mystery of infinite and intrinsic value. Be prepared to love it in ways beyond our own understanding. This wondering love is what brings us to the work ahead of us and sustains us in the struggle. We are so in love with the world. This is the wonder-filled world that we must save, the lyric voices that we must hear, the sanctity that we must protect. So what are we going to do? 3 things, and we are going to do them all.